Okay, today we're going to be installing an S&B air filter on my 03 Ram 3500. This has the 5.9 Cummins. First step is going to be to take off this sensor here. I'm going to be using this style key here. It is a 7/64. You just want to be careful with this so you don't damage the sensor. Use a flathead screwdriver to gently pry up on the sensor without touching the actual sensor part inside. Then disconnect the electrical hose from the air intake. Set this safely aside somewhere where it won't get damaged. Next, we're gonna hit these nuts right here. These are a size 10, so just go ahead and remove these. Once you've removed this 10mm nut, you just want to grab this here and kind of forcefully pull up, but with reason, to get this box nice and loose. Then you can either choose to take it apart here, which makes it a little easier because you remove the box, but you still have the hose, or you can directly take it from the turbo, which is what I'm going to be doing. If you go to take it off the turbo, it's just going to be a flathead screw. It's just a clamp, nothing crazy. So you're just going to go ahead and remove that with the flathead screwdriver. Okay, I've loosened the clamp on the turbo and now it's time to pull it up. But just a tip, you have this outlet here from the radiator. This is brittle plastic, so you don't want to just pull straight up on the air box because you might break that tube off. So I disconnected the actual top and I'm going to be removing just the top first, just to give me enough room to pull it up. Otherwise you might risk breaking this and that would be kind of bad. Okay guys, this is also a good time to check your turbo for shaft play. This specific truck here has 208,000 miles. So when you're checking it, gently grasp the this part right here with the nut. And you just want to slowly wiggle it up and, side to side is okay, but in and out, you want to have minimal in and out. A little bit side to side is fine. But yeah, this is a good time to check for that. And then there's the oil filter, just changed it. So anyways, the old filter was clean. I'm not changing it because it was dirty. I just wanted better performance and good sound. So now go ahead and remove this box here and we can begin the installation of the new air filter. Included in the kit is this foam gasket that goes around the sensor. So make sure you put this, otherwise you might get false readings. The tube is just mocked up, it's not bolted in yet, but basically same idea, 2 clamps. Optional is this bottom cover. I'm going to be putting this because the way the box sits, this is the bottom. And yes, maybe in the summer it's fine because it can suck up air, but right now it's winter and I don't want it to suck up water. It'll also just make your filter dirty faster, but I guess if you're not concerned about that, then leave the bottom out. This piece for better flow, I am going to be putting it on though, so I'm going to be putting on that next with the supplied bolts. Okay, so I just mocked up the box. It has these little feet that need to pop in. So on the old box, you can see them right here. So make sure you press the box in. I left the tube loose still so that I can adjust it when I put the filter on. And now I'm about to put in the screws for the sensor. You just use the Phillips. So make sure this is positioned correctly and hold it down so that the screws aren't the thing pulling the sensor down, because that could damage the sensor. And then obviously last step is filter and lid. Okay, this part you want to make sure that the filter perfectly seats on the tube so that it's not sucking unfiltered air from the bottom. So just shimmy the filter around until it, make sure it seats on the tube. And then I would recommend tightening this last because you need the extra play to get the filter in here. It's pretty oversized. So now tighten that hose clamp right there, and then last is to put the lid on. So the lid is on. The only thing I don't like is this one, the way the hole is drilled. It had to be under this rubber gasket, but that's fine. And then I did have to reuse this nut. They didn't supply a new one, but that's okay. Otherwise, it's all installed, everything tightened, so that's it.